assumptions. One example, like last week, I changed the token batch of each participant was not getting updated the age. So like the vesting part of the money that the hatcher put in is locked was not being unlocked in simulation because the token batch age was not being updated. So these small things might affect too, and maybe we should give a step back and get sure that everything is making sense and our assumptions are making sense. And I think Santi starting doing some second fold diagrams and interrelation diagrams too that might make sense to like get a big view of the whole simulation and get sure that everything is working fine. So I think this is the impasse, like if we should add more complexity and try to model as we want or get sure the assumptions make sense. I think that's the balance. I will stop sharing my screen.
Yeah, I'd like to add something to that. As you see, we say that if this happens, this should happen. So basically, we're massaging the simulation. The simulation is saying something different, and we think it should be something different. But have we actually verified what we think, like in the Lagrange or something like that? That's the question. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I would say that we don't necessarily, because these simulations are not being used for a final product, it's just for the game, we can probably go forward without that action step, just so we can make sure we get this thing launched. You know, it'd be fun to play a game of Lagrange, of course. If someone wants to set that up, it could be fun, but you know, it's pretty complicated Lagrange, you know, with the bonding curve and conviction voting. It's a little crazy.
Yeah.
I guess what I would say is maybe we could get more people to review this what if spreadsheet to confirm those thoughts, and that might be you know, a faster direct approach. I don't know how you feel about that, Andrew.
I have no idea. If it's just for the game, then sure. But if it's just going to be a game, right? But the hope is that it will eventually become more than just a game. I think it will be great to review the shoulds in the what if matrix. I mean, but have we already verified that? No, we haven't done anything like that so far, have we?
No, it was just Santi, Vitor, and I kind of hacking on that. And I would love, it would be really cool if Sam wanted to look at it because he's thought a lot about this. Andrew, if you have any thoughts on the like what happens if we have, you know, a higher hatch tribute or a lower hatch tribute. Sean, you might have some thoughts there too. Just like reading the Excel spreadsheet and seeing if you believe these ideas, and if not, you could even add something there.
I was quiet because I was doing other things and not so familiar with the code of cadCAD. I could take a look at that, but I think I would prefer to do that in the future if we, because we will be able to grade the code. If it's working as it is now, we can launch the game. It's not going to be used in the real world for the moment.
Yeah. The only thing that we need to make sure of is that the charts, the people who are playing the game will see a chart that they think makes sense. For instance, one of the big problems that we noticed is that the price chart, when people hatch, right, all their tokens are vested, but then the price chart just stays flat and then starts to go down. There's not enough, like in the real world, if you have 100% of the tokens vested, you know, when people put a Uniswap pool up, the token price goes up right away because there are some people who want that token and there's no one that can sell. So the price has to jump up right away and then probably go down or something. And then when vesting starts activating, you know, then it will start to go down even more. And this is like the standard expectation of people who are going to play this game, I would say. So there's things like that that we just need to make sure that the graphs that we output match people's expectations.
Yeah, and I think it's important to have the distinction, because if we're having a really real life code, we should like try to get more closer look in how does it structure. But if you want to make a game that makes sense, you might like try to make something simple to get the inputs, maybe change more than it should to get it more playable.
Yeah. So.
All right, so I guess this would be like medium priority, and then I'll organize like a kind of a group call where different people will put on different hats in the future, and then we will.
Yeah, I would just say we shouldn't let it be a blocker for launching, you know. But
Okay,
I think
cool.
it is a good idea for the advancement of this project, right?
Sure.
Different milestones. But okay, let's keep this party moving. And Vitor, if you wanted. How long do you think your demo is going to be? I want to make sure Sem and Santi also have time to present their demo.
Me? No,
Yeah.
I think that was that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, because I think maybe it makes more sense to pass the what if matrix later, like with more people, maybe give people more time to reflect on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if anyone has any thoughts on, check out the what if matrix. It's very simple. It's like, hey, if the number of hatchers goes up, what do you think should happen to the price? What should happen to the sentiment? What should happen to the funding pool? Charts, the outputs, you know, and just feel free to give it a thought exercise, and we'd love to hear your input on that, because in the end, you guys are the ones playing the game. So if it doesn't match expectations, people won't trust the game, you know. Well, then I guess it's level 5 simulation. Sem, Santi, did you guys want to show that off?
Will you begin, Santi? Because if we can first show what we have right now, and then I can show but basically Santi has been working this week on the actual code, so we have an update on that. And I was working last week on a Desmo simulation. It's like the equations. So we can show first the code, and later how should the entire thing work. Are you up for this, Santi?
Yeah, just let me share my screen here.
Great.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Yeah. So this is the new graph for the conviction conviction voting power reaches 80%. So yeah, right now if we change this parameter, the graph changes based on the new equations that Seth work on and shared with me the other day. Just, that's like the playground. Yeah, and I just port this into the view, into the front end code in Vue. Yeah, so that's basically what I did during this week. Yeah, regarding
that
the
looks
front
awesome. That's funny because Fabio and I were just talking about that as something you could do, but it's already done. How awesome!
Yeah. I don't know if you have any feedback regarding the ticks in the x-axis, because right now it's like, I don't know, maybe we can improve it a little bit.
No, I think they're fine.
Okay.
I wanted to know, the x-axis is changing, or I mean, if you change it, okay. Maybe it will be very good to have an x-axis that doesn't change, so people understand better what is going on.
Mm-hmm. And what would be like the maximum bound for the x-axis?
Yeah, and it could be even half a year. and it doesn't matter if we don't see the decay. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is that fine? We don't see this. Yeah.
It could be half the day, the half the year.
Right.
I want to share the. No, I think that it's mostly it. I mean, it's exactly what I was thinking when I was doing the Desmos. The only thing that I think that will be better is if it doesn't do that animation in which it grows and grows again. That will be yeah. That's what I was. Yeah.
It will be like with fixing the x-axis to 180 days. Yeah. So you say that it's also will be good to disable the animation, right?
I'm not sure. What do you think, guys?
No, no, it's nice. It's nice. Do not.
Okay. Okay. So right now it's fine as it is.
The one thing that's curious would be saying like why it drops down, because or having some sort of explainer or tooltip that the person, once it hits 98.5% conviction, they take away all their votes or something, because it's like why is the chart dropping off like that, you know? So I don't know, just a thought. Not a blocker, just a thought.
Well,
Griff, you mean like when?
Yeah, go ahead.
You mean when a user hovers over the graph to show some information?
Yeah, or just yeah, maybe for every selection that they put, or have some sort of default thing that's like, on day 0 the person voted, on day X this person removed all their votes, and that's what the graph shows.
Yeah, I think I already did that kind of thing in the designs, and I think we should have that in the front end already, somewhere in the code that we can reuse. So basically what I did, I put a tooltip. When you hover over a certain point on the graph, it shows some information. So we have a placeholder for that, so we can reuse it. You see? This one, yeah.
So like a custom tooltip, like this one, right?
Like a custom tooltip. So it should be somewhere in the front end. If not, I can ping Luke and ask him where that is. But we have it there. So basically, we can add those points wherever we want and just show some of the information we need.
Cool.
Very cool. Yeah, it's just mostly like conviction builds and then it drops. I think we just need to tell people they voted on day 0. They removed all their voting power on day whatever.
Okay. We may not have that info yet, but I can get I can actually, maybe it's in the same Desmos, because it's at the beginning of that first formula. It has two parts, and T is the X in which it changes. But after the first formula, there is a variable that it's called T, in which is the point in which people drops the support. So that T is the X point that it's the moment in which people withdraws their support, and T should be over there, the formula that specifies T, like in one of the folders. Yeah, that's the one.
Cool. Okay, cool. Well, great work on that. I guess the other thing, is there anything, other comments you guys want to make on this?
No, from my side.
Sam, no?
No, I think that you did a very wonderful work. and for me, it's what I was expecting. Actually, maybe we can reduce it to 90 days, the X scale. But I think that it's what I was thinking.
This one?
That's exactly what I was thinking when I was working on that.
Cool.
The thing is that if the users put like the maximum amount of data to 120, that point where when the bot reaches the 80%, it basically isn't showing in the graph.
I don't think
it's going only to 85, right? 88.
But I don't think it's a problem. I think that it's understandable enough that you have this X, and if you want a higher half-life,
I want to just say we can talk about the X line on GitHub or debate it.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I want to share screen really quick as well, and thank you guys. That is really cool, and I think it will explain so much to people about conviction voting just by seeing that graph. It's really cool. But I want to also share our GitHub, because we have this awesome GitHub. We closed a couple issues. Fabio and I closed some issues today, renamed it to CSIM front end. And there are lots of cool issues. Thank you so much praise to Danny for making a bunch of issues here. Super awesome. And YGG made an issue as well. Thank you, YGG. Or Linux is cool, or Sean, as some people say. I would be so cool if we could take just the last 13 minutes of this call and go through the demo. I have so many common stack logos. But go through the demo and start making some more issues. Just do a quick like team QA attack. So I put the link in the Telegram and for where to make the issues, and then here's the actual deployment. So the deployment has some fixes. For instance, that graph isn't shown. There's also Fabio also fixed the funding pool inverse. Thank you, Vitor, for making that issue. But I'm sure that there's other issues, and it'd be really cool if you guys have a second to even look at it on your phone, because I imagine most of the people will see this on their phone, and just start making some GitHub issues. Are you guys down for that?
Sounds good.
Nice. Yeah, because Vitor fixed this one. So the funding pool should be low. And
it says what percent of the contributions. I'll get that one.
Yeah, that's also already got an issue. But don't be shy to make double issues. It's okay. So yeah, stop sharing and we can just hack on GitHub issues. Or if you have to leave, that's also okay. Of course, fail.
Hey guys, I'm having a bit of a glitch in the intro. Can I share my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
The sun has been blotted out. Oh.
So yeah, you see this? The images disappeared to a gray screen.
that does not happen for me.
What browser are you using?
This is Firefox on Linux. I could try Chrome.
Well, it's definitely worth the report. I think that we did make a decision that if there's problems with Firefox, then screw you guys. Sorry.
Yeah,
But,
it works fine on Chrome. Interesting.
It's worth having the issue though, because if it's easy to fix, then at least the issue's there.
So it's a Firefox issue.
Sam, are you getting it on Firefox?
There might be a Linux issue. What Linux distro?
Pop OS 20.10.
Pop OS. Never even heard of that one, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's the best.
The hackers, man. The hackers.
I never thought heard about it.
But yeah, that's so yeah, someone can look into that.
Excuse me.
Maybe one of the things that we can do is add progressive images. So connections that are very bad, they don't see the image downloading like from up to down. Instead it begins blurry. I don't know if that's a thing on 2020 or not.
Oh wait, say that again, Sam. What was that?
You can say that the image you want to load the image not from up to down, but progressively. It's called progressive GPG or something like that. I can share a link in the group. It's just redo the images, so it's not redo the images, it's reformat the images, so they are saved in a different way. But I don't have any glitch in using Firefox in Linux. Maybe it's because of something else.
Yeah, I think last week I was running this on the same Firefox and that was not happening. So it could be something on my system.
Maybe it's about the resources that when the system has not so much resources or it's doing something else at the same time, it might be a little bit more glitchy.
Yeah, I have a lot of like chat programs open. I don't know if that could be it, but.
Do you know where the images are? For example, the intro images?
In the repository, you mean?
Yeah.
Source assets, maybe? No.
Yeah, in assets, they aren't. We are almost in the top of the hour. I have an issue that I don't know if we should add it in the first simulation, or maybe we can wait until the second simulation. It is about the level 4, in which you define which max amount of funds you can request in conviction voting. And I have a demo that you can select 2 parameters instead of 1, which are the 2 parameters that are needed in order to do that, which is minimum threshold and maximum amount of funds. They are like kind of, but they are different. They are different things. One is the threshold and the other is the fund. One is the condition and the other fund.
I think that would be super cool for the next level.
In the next level, we can add that, and also the bonding curve.
Yeah, with the bonding curve.
There is one thing that I'm seeing here. I don't know if it's a design thing, but in the height, when you select the number of hatcheries, it's a slider, right? You can go from I think like 3 to 150. And the proposal, you can have a value from like 0 to 50. And like, it's not quite clear to the user, maybe if that's the max is 50. I tried like 100, then went down to 50. And then like, you can have like 3 hatchers and 50 proposals. I don't know if it's a problem, but you know, like, makes sense.
I think it's worth making an issue.
I'm stopping the camera because I was almost in the dark. So
I definitely think it's worth making an issue. But that is our show. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to go into do some QA for us and make this thing better. We ideally one more round of QA and GitHub issues so we can find all the little bugs and make it tight, and we can release this to the trusted seed in 1 or 2 weeks. It'd be super cool. We'll check in on that decision next week. So thank you guys.
Okay.
Thank you for the phone call.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.